Hello, Goshen, how are ya?
Hello there. I am here with Trent McFarland. He is the rodeo clown here in Goshen. And so you also have a day job. Can you tell me about how you balance?
You bet. So I'm a rodeo clown professionally, but also my side job is I'm a nurse in the operating room. I'm a registered nurse, first assist. So basically what that means is I'm a male nurse that wears makeup on the weekends. It's not that uncommon, okay? There's lots of us out there. No, I probably am the only male nurse that is a rodeo clown, but whatever.
Yeah, so, and then we're sitting in one of your car acts.
That's right.
How do you maintain this vehicle?
I'm a rodeo clown. I don't maintain anything, all right? I just fix whatever breaks next. I wish I could say everything was well maintained, but going down the road, things just tear up. I've got to a rodeo, left Alabama, drove to Cherokee, Iowa for the beginning of my summer run, and when I got up there to Iowa, opened up the door to show off my nice car, and it was sitting on 3 wheels. One of the wheels broke smooth off the axle. All right, so you never know what's going to happen from show to show. Stuff tears up, and even when I get in the arena, you never know something's going to happen. I always feel relieved when I get in the arena, because if nothing else, I can make it funny. And if I get pulled out, then so be it. But typically, when I drive out of the arena, it's an even better feeling, because like, whew, okay, got through that show. Let's get to the next one.
Right, and then so, how did you get into clowning?
Well, my dad was a rodeo clown. My dad was a clown. My mom was a nurse. I saw who had the dependable job with benefits and insurance and retirement. And then I saw who had the job that was fun, where you get out there and get to do what you love to do. And so I do both, and it really works out well together. Because when a patient's scared going into the operating room, I can tell them jokes and have them cutting up and laughing and whatnot. And the same is true in the arena. If something serious happens and they need someone medically knowledgeable, I'm the first one to them. So I know, okay, this is serious. We need to hold the cowboy still, stabilize the spine, do whatever we need to do. Or if it's some yahoo, local yokel that gets one jumped and now he's going to lay out there for 15 minutes and take up the audience's attention, I'll go up to him and say, hey buddy, what's wrong? Oh, it's my foot. Well then get out of here. We'll pick you up and get you on, let's move the show on. So it works out good to be able to have the knowledge of medicine as well as being able to make people laugh.
Yeah, that's great. So what kind of advice would you give to somebody who wants to get into clowning?
To somebody that wants to get into being a rodeo clown, I would say look into other jobs, okay? No, I love being a rodeo clown, but like my dad told me, son, whenever you get out of school, you can be an electrician, a truck driver, logistics, financing, mechanic, pyrotechnician, or you could be a rodeo clown and have to do all those jobs, okay? And that's basically what I do, and I love it. I would recommend anybody that enjoys making people laugh to look into being a rodeo clown. It's the most ultimate platform to be able to express your love for entertaining folks and for taking people who are having a tough time. It doesn't take but a few minutes to turn on the news and see something going on, and they want to tell you all the bad stuff, and it's depressing. People got problems. They got frustrations, bills back paid, mechanic and stuff going on, the washer shuts down, whatever. And if you can give those people a couple hours to go out to a venue, forget about their problems, and enjoy each other's company and laugh as a family unit, man, that's a blessing.
And that's why we do it, to show people that family can do things
you
together.
Bet.
And Anthony, so remember we asked Mr. Sosby about if he knew how that got started. Because so many girls wear the cross on their face.
Because I don't know about you, but the last place I want to step into is an arena full of mad, angry bulls and not have Jesus with me, okay? And it's also a good conversation piece. People see the cross on your face, they say, what's that about? You get to express your love for Jesus and his love for you, because we are only here by God's grace.
There was a young lady, barrel racer, and she has like 2 patches. One of them says God. I said, easy sponsor to get, hard sponsor to keep.
Right? That's great.
So, last question.
Yes, sir.
From me.
This is a burning question on my brain for a lot of years since I was his age.
How do you get the Wrangler baggy pants?
How do you get, well, if you are a PRCA barrel man, if you're a rodeo clown in the PRCA, then it's fairly simple. All you got to do is request a pair of baggies. They'll send them to you. Now, I've kind of took it a step further, and I'm sponsored by Wrangler. So I get as many baggies as I need, because unfortunately my dummy takes a hit pretty regular. And so I've got a lot of baggies with patches on them and try to make them work, But that's it, Wrangler baggies, to me, I enjoy the traditional look of a rodeo clown. I think a clown should look like a clown, all right? There's a lot of guys out there going the new age, new wave, with the slim down look or the jersey shorts. And I'm glad those guys are doing what they do. But there's a big demand for clowns that still look traditional. And there's a lot of committees that like that.
Tell them about the interview you did with Ms. Gail.
Oh, so we interviewed Gail Hughbanks Warner about the history of rodeo clowns, and it was...
She wrote a book on the history of rodeo clowns.
Very cool.
And he read it, and this past summer he bought it over at the Rodeo Hall of Fame.
Yep.
I didn't have anything to read, so I bought it. It was a good book.
And he was like, I wonder if she has a way to get a hold of her. And she did.
And she did. And you were able to talk to her?
Yeah.
That's great. If I'm not mistaken, my dad might have been included in that book.
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
And the guy who invented this act was definitely in that book. Liesl Harris?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So hold on. Was this?
This is Liesl's car.
This is Lucille's car.
This is Liesl's car.
This is his
Yep.
car.
So when he got to the age where he couldn't step out of the car because it folded up in half, then he was looking for specific people that he would know would take this act on and do it justice. And there's unfortunately so many rodeo clowns going up and down the road, the girlfriends come and go. Where my wife is a very important part of what I do. So she is a strong person to do this act with. She's a bingo lady, and she does an amazing job. So that's why Liesl reached out to us. Out of everybody they were chasing after him hard. And he reached out to us and said, hey, I really would like for y'all to get the taxi.
That is awesome. I mean, because he just not long ago passed away.
That's right, in 2020.
I mean,
yep.
We'll find a picture, Anthony, and put it in the video.
Yeah.
I think people might not know the name, but I mean, if you've seen rodeo on TV when it was on like ABC Wide World of Sports or
ESPN,
you know who he is.
To me, Liesl Harris is the godfather of rodeo clowns.
His picture is kind of synonymous with what you're thinking, isn't it?
You bet.
Wow.
I think he was 82, 83 when he passed away. And I like to say that the whole rodeo world was in mourning after he went. Yeah. Coincidentally, COVID shut down all the rodeos, but it was still right there when Liesl's funeral was. Yeah. After that date, you couldn't hardly work a rodeo. And so since then, Liesl's widow reached out to us, Ethel, and we ended up buying the rest of his acts. So
really?
I've got the piano, Black Bart, Mr. Friggins, just a whole bunch of the really great, cool Liesl acts.
Oh man!
Yeah.
So you're like, I mean, Anthony, like this is like transcending just like the guy who came and entertained people tonight. You're like maintaining like history. You're gonna turn it around, maybe make it a little different in yours. But
you bet.
Man,
I'm a huge fan of rodeo entertainment. My dad being a rodeo clown, I learned everything I know from him. And I took what he taught me and kind of twisted it, made it my own, and made a great career of it. Last year I went from South Florida to Alaska, from Los Angeles on the Jay Leno show to New Jersey, covered the whole country. And it reminds me of a teacher back in grade school that taught me that she told me acting like a clown would get me nowhere in life. And every weekend I'm somewhere different. So.
Oh man, you're a lucky man.
Hey, I appreciate y'all taking time visiting with me, okay? This has been awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
so
much.
You ready to drive off? I know what to do, okay? All we have to do is just take it, yeah, perfect, yeah. And we'll just take it out of the car like so, and then all we gotta do is just turn, yeah. We'll crank up the car, we'll turn the car around, we'll put the motor in the right way, and out we go, okay?
All right.
Simple enough.
But hey, how are you gonna crank it? You gotta have the motor.
It's a good point. I can't crank it. You can crank it. You got, lady, you think you can crank it? I'd like to see you crank it. Got bigger crankers than I do anyhow. All right, you think you can do it? You just go ahead and crank away, lady. Crank away. Wait. Whoa. Oh, hey, lady, hey, hold up, wait a minute, stop, turn loose of my taxi. You have done broke the butt off of my taxi. And everybody knows a taxi cannot run without a hind end. I'd like to see you try. You know what, I'll have to have an elevator to get out of this thing. Or better yet, I could use it in the movies. I could put it in Brokeback Taxi, all right? Hey, tell you what, why don't you see if we can go the other way with it, and we'll see if we can, yeah, perfect. Oh, hey, I think it's working, better yet. You know what? She's your problem, I'm out of here. Y'all have a great day. Have a good time at the Goshen Stampede. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, your featured rodeo entertainer for this year.
Have a good night. Take care.